All right, been anxious to start this game. Finally have a chance to do so. Playing Captain, Woods Girl, Wizard, and Witch King. This is game 6 of the tournament, um, and that's it. That's we set this game up. I've written first turns already. Um, I do know that the captain wants to pop Windfall, but I do want to see also what's in the cliff, and I want to see what's in the legends as quickly as possible. So we're going to manage that. Move into the cliff. Um, the Woods Girl is heading into the ruins for the dig. The wizard is going to go face his challenger, and then the Witch King is pretty much going to get into the Linden Woods and stop, and he's going to cast his spells and do what he needs to do to start the game away from the ghosts. But that's it. We've written day 1 for everybody, and now we're rolling, and we're going to start. Looks like dragons on day 1. You know what? Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that crap. So it's dragons on day 1. It looks like the Woods Girl is first today. So she's going to move here. She's going to hide 2 times. Do need to bring out 2 dice. Bring out my overland work dice. Here we go. She only rolls 1 die when she's hiding pretty much in everything but a valley, ruins, or mountain, right? Anything that's woods. And woods is defined as any clearing that is not a valley, not a mountain, non-cave, non-mountain clearing in a valley, not in a valley or not the ruins. So here she's going to roll a die to hide. She's doing it twice, 4, so she is hidden, and then she ends up there. Ruins and altar 1. Okay. She is done. Wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to just make it up here, talk this guy off the ledge, get his point. He is done. Captain. He's going to trade with the guard. See what they got. Ointment of Bite and the Power Gauntlets. Power Gauntlets are not bad. We're going to roll on those. We are friendly with the guard, right? Yep. Yes. Friendly with the guard. It's $7 base price. $28. We're good for now. That is our trade phase. It's an extra phase. We then hide, I think, 2 times just to make sure, and then move into the cliff. So let's move us into the cliff there. Roll 2 times. He's good, and he is hidden. And we got Stink and Flutter 2. Flutter 2 looks like it's bringing something. So we got our first monster, day 1. It's dragons right there. Very interesting. Okay. And the captain is done. The Witch King moves out of dodge. He will hide twice. I just wanted to make sure we didn't get caught by anything here first day. We will be much more bold second day with the Witch King. It is dank, but we find nothing. And it's end of day. So do we have anyone to cast? We definitely have the Witch King casting. We're casting Melt into Mist. This chick goes here. This is now active all the time. I'm going to put this here, Rick. just to know that we have this going. But that's it. That's what we're going to cast. Oh, and we're going to cast Broomstick. You might as well cast Broomstick. That's going to fatigue those two. A pretty rough haul for our Witch King here. So there's our Fly L1 shit. Excuse me. You have to excuse my throat. Getting back to having problems again, which is a little wonky, but gonna try to cut down on the coffee. And I think that is our first day. So let's see day 2 real quick. We're going to move 2 for sure. So move back to guard. At that point, we can execute an extra phase. And I don't think we need to be too crazy. So we're going to move 2, extra phase. We can actually hide while we're there. So let's do that, right? Move, we're at the guard. We're going to extra hide, we're going to hide, and then we're going to move into the ledges. Done. So captain's done. The woods girl has got to get to her archaeological dig. Goblins are the big problem, sir. 100%. So I think she hides in 3. Hide. Move 5. Search and search. So we're going to hope she's hidden. We do not want to get caught by goblins. I mean, she can run, so that's good. I suppose I'm not worried. Wizard. Wizard's got to end his day in there. He's going to try, because it's the challenge, but this guy's friendly, theoretically. Give me a second to find it. The challenge. Alternately, if you're friendly or allied, you can just talk you out of the fight. You roll on the meeting table. A 6 is bad. Everything else will get you the point. So yeah, that 6 is terrible, though. That 6 is rough. But I think we're going to move it. We will hide Sting Case. And then we'll execute 2 trade phases. And then we're going to be done. So he's going to go in there. I mean, you have to be unhidden when you face this guy. So we are going to be. But just in case another group shows up, I don't want to be out and about. So the large campfire is not here. I think that means we're going to go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to walk to Deep Woods 4. And a good point, what are our magical powers here? Disembody, we have to use Magic Sight and Aura of Power, extra enchant phase. So that's always good to know. So I think what we're going to do is we do need to get as much black as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. But for this, for the Pinewoods, we're just going to move 4 to Pinewoods 4. Move, 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 Pinewoods 4, and we are done for this one. And that's it. That's day 2 written. Let's roll it. It's a 5, so we get spiders and imps. And the order is Witch King first. And he's just going to walk right there. And we flip, and it's bones. So again, no whatchamacall, no campfires. That would be the captain's going to go 1, 2. He's going to make his hides. I think he is hidden, and he walks there to ruins and roar 6. So not a great. I mean, if I'm to be honest, not the best start for the captain. I sort of hoped to get a little more action in these first 2 tiles. Okay. The wizard. So the wizard does go in. The wizard does hide. And he does. So we do start hidden in the house. The bash cards are going to show up at the campfire. So no one's going to show up at the house. And we are going to execute 2 trade phases with the soldier. So I'm going to look at our crap. Sure, we'll roll on the shielded lantern. Sure. We're friendly with the soldiers. They might not laugh at us. Shielded lantern's like 8. 40. 32. And no deal. And that's it. And no one chose. And actually, what I should for this, sell the staff for a point for 1 gold. But okay. And last is the wood girl. So she goes here. She's hidden, we think, and she is. And then she goes here to search, and she needs a 3, 2, or 1. That's 1 fail, and she has 2 of them. Come on. Oh, bam, that is a success. She finds 5, 1 ruins. Ruins 1, 5 done, and she is done. Spiders and imps. No spiders, no imps are able to show. That is day 2. So let's get day 3 written for our heroes. Oh, wait, the wizard has to resolve his thing. So let's not forget the wizard. So he could fight him just right out, so he becomes unhidden. He could fight him, absolutely. If he's friendly or allied, he can choose to talk his way out of the fight. Which he's going to do. So he's going to roll a meeting roll. Pretty much a 6 is bad. Everything else is good enough. So let's see what it is. 5. Calm. You manage to calm down the challenger and avoid the combat. You score 1 VP. Done. But you don't get any of the other bonuses because you didn't kill the guy. So, but that's our wizard. So he scores challenge by calming down his challenger. So that is complete. He does get another card for that. Pub crawl. Oof, pub crawl's rough. Let me find him. Pub crawl. That's every garrison. Go to every garrison. And then he did cross a bridge. So let's mark off bridge magic here. So he crossed off. And actually, what I'm going to do, just for giggles, eat. Let's use just plain old components, if you don't mind. I will use a marble. I'll use a blue marble. And I'll use 3 of them. And the wizard will denote that he's crossed this bridge. Just, just for giggles. So there you go. So he has crossed a bridge. There it is. Okay. We can see the darn bridge is crossed, just so I know I can't cross that again. There you go. And he gets pub crawl. Pub crawl is a mess. My guess is we're turning that in. It's not terrible. Let's rethink this here. I suppose it comes down to getting into that borderland, right? Because pretty much these are the wacky ones then, because all the garrisons are here. So he's touched this one already. It's a trivial job to go get this one. And then effectively what you're saying is, you're saying, well, how do I get to these 2? And the answer would be, you got to get to Borderlands 1. So Borderlands 1 is effectively here. And he can do that. You know what? I'm keeping it. Pub crawl's a 2-pointer. You get to buy free drinks for the natives for a while. I think we can do this. And we're going to have to cross this bridge anyway at some point. And this bridge, and that will finish bridge magic. So I think the wizard strategy is just going to be to try to navigate these 4 places and score a few points that way. So, all right. So I'm still talking. We got to write day 3 here, boys. Let's do that. So, okay. Captain. Well, Captain, unfortunately, like I said, you're a little bit run out of close things, right? The crag is available to explore. The deep woods potentially is available to explore. And of course, the borderland. We've largely just got to figure out where the heck to go to get at some of this stuff. And I'm looking for anything. I'm looking for any reason to hire these guys and go on a killing spree, pretty much. And these dragons are not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we could go here, head into the deep woods borderland. Pretty much where the wizard's going to end up going. So, okay. Which reminds me, for pub crawl, we got the house already. We're going to have. We have the inn. We have the chapel. And we have the guard. So I'll make sure that I mark that. So I think for the captain, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to Cursed Valley 4. Done. Move. Cursed Valley 4. Done. So he is done. Woods Girl. So the Woods Girl has found. So what she needs to do is move into here. So she needs to move to 1. So she's going to move 1 and then, well, let's hide first. Then move 1. Then search. Done. Maybe she finds the dig. Maybe she finds the altar. That would be great. And so she is done. Writing her move. The wizard does have to navigate the dragons here. Does he have anything that he I mean, he can sleep him if he has to. And he does have to get back to the guardhouse, though. He does have to at least touch it for pub crawl, so I think we're going this way first and then up. But maybe we hide just one time. And 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go to cliff 3. We're going to hide one time and then move, cliff 3. Done. And then the Witch King has not yet seen anything on the board that he needs to attack. Although this altar is pretty cool because that's one of my targets, believe it or not, for the animate spell. Strangely enough, if you've seen any of the past games, the animating spirit, the possessed spirit, the elf, he possessed that demon, and that demon was awesome for him. So I think we're gonna. I mean, if this thing pops, he's gonna be on it pretty much to try to kill it, and then to try to animate it. We do need 2 black before we do that, so I think we're gonna make sure that we have that option now. So we're gonna rest. We do get an extra spell phase. We get an extra enchant a day, so that's that. Then we're going to enchant black, so that's 2 phases used. We are going to hide once, and then we're going to move into the deep woods. Done. So there you go. We have days for everybody. It is day 3. We are rolling our monster roll. 1, back to dragons. Okay, well, that's cool. I like dragons. Woods Girl first. Captain is third. Done. So Woods Girl moves. She's going to hide. She hides once only. And she does. And so she is hidden there. And now she is 2 rolls to search the dig. She needs locate. Oh, that was close, but no cigar. She is done. Nothing appears. And her day is done. The Witch King is going to rest a bunch of stuff and move into here. Potentially hidden. Let's see. He is. And let's put his stuff up. So he pulls this chit back. He then enchants it. And he is done. And he's hidden. And Spiders and the Lost Castle. So Dank is Spiders. Lost Castle brings a whole host of interesting crap. Oops, that was the city, right? Was that the city? No, that was the castle. Okay, good. Not that it matters, but you know, for correctness's sake. And we're looking mostly for red marks here, red diamonds. So we get Howl and Roar, the Pool in 6, Flutter 1, and Slither 3. So strangely enough, it's pretty quiet here. Let's see if anything pools. I'm actually not sure that it does. Because we're in a mountain. Slither will in a mountain or a cave. So Slither, I think, pulls that guy. But I don't think Roar does, and I don't think Flutter does. Let's take a quick look. Roar is for caves. Yeah, we are good. So we do have a dragon. He's not super worried about it. He's certainly not going to animate that crap. But that's his turn. El Capitan goes to here, and he is done. And then the wizard is going to hide once and go 1, 2. Let's see if he's hidden. Anything but a 6. He succeeds, and he ends up there. These dragons, though, chase him down, which actually matters. Flutter can't draw again. There's nothing left to draw, but these dragons move, which means he can't walk here. Because it would take 2 moves to get there. So that's actually going to put a little crimp in his style here as we go forward. So the question is, do we have any fights? I don't think we do. I don't think this is where the wizard wants to go. Primarily, there's 2 dragons. These dragons can flip to time 3s, which makes them not auto-hittable, so that could be a mess. He can't run from them ever. I just don't think it's... I mean, he could sleep them in round 2, so maybe you do it. So let's say so the idea would be in deciding whether to in assessing this combat, so we think about it, right? So round 1 we're hit. No one's on our sheet. We stab one of these dragons. If we hit him, super lucky we got him, and we're on the board here. If he flips, well, that's a problem. But I think if he flips round 2, I mean, so when he flips, they only do light damage. So that's a bonus there. Because light damage, not going to kill us. It's going to wound us, but it's not going to kill us. If he flips, then your choices are to sleep them, which is a big, I mean, a lot of magic cost for this little fight here. And the question is, does it get you anything? Yeah, you know what? We're going to do it. So here you go. So the wizard is going to start the festivities. So I was talking about this with East Paladin. And it's round 1. We are hidden. So nothing's on our sheet. Now, the one problem we're going to have is nothing's on our sheet, but we have to cast. So we can't attack the same round we cast effectively, because when you... So we're going to cast... we're going to cast Flame Sword, so that's going to take these 2 chits out of play. And so now we have a weapon. That's round 1. Round 2, and we're still hidden. Because it's on us. Although I do probably roll... I roll to stay hidden. I'm hidden. Done. So round 2, nothing's on our sheet. We're going to take this guy, and he's our target. I'm going to use the staff as my sword here. I could use a short sword and put a little bauble on it, but that's fine. So M star is medium, heavy, tremendous. -1 because he's armored would be heavy. So this will indeed kill this guy. So let's see where he ends up. He ends up going here. Does he flip? He does not flip. So on round 2, this is the attack that goes off first. It's the only attack. We undercut his time 4, and we leap out of the bushes, killing him. This dragon immediately comes on our sheet. Because he knows we're here. There you go. That'll be flaming. So okay. So now we got a dragon on our stuff here. So I think we are in about the same position we're in before. If he flips, he's going to hit us. We don't want him otherwise to be... You know, we should... If he's on this side, he's dead. If he's on this side, he's going to wound us potentially. We'll take 1 fatigue. This one. So let's roll it, see where he ends up. He ends up in a 3. That puts him there. Does he flip? No, he does not flip. So this attack is first. We're going to do the heavy damage again. And the wizard And we have to fatigue because we played a move and a fight. This sucks a little bit because those are really we don't have that many chits to fatigue. So we're gonna have to actually rest up. But we do get 15 points out of this. Put these two in the dead pile. So from the Wizards' perspective, that's a pretty good haul. And we're in the note, or we're in the prowess game effectively. So we've done what we've done, and that's what that spell does, right? It kills unarmored tremendous or armored heavies. It does it most with impunity. The two of them was a little dicey. You could have ended up in a position where they flip and you were taking wounds and not hitting them. I still actually probably don't take wounds, right? Because as long as you're playing your time for move, you're fatigue. You're fatiguing, and you don't have much to fatigue as the wizard. So that's something to keep in mind for future fights. We only have a couple of pits that we're allowed to fatigue anyway. So physical combat is hard on us. So okay, we are done. I think that's it for the day. We have to write our fourth day. So the captain got he sees what's in here, so he knows what's going on. I'm not sure that makes me feel good. Makes me feel good about the Crag. I will say that. Makes me feel good about the Crag. In fact, I think that's what we're going to search for. We're going to head up, hide, and then move to Crag 2. So hide, move, and move. Crag 2 done. That's the captain's move. And then he's sort of got to formulate his plan at some point here. Second player, the Woods Girl, has not yet found her dig. So that is true. And the Witch King has to explore the crag. That's his thing also. She needs to explore the cliff, which is down here. So a little clunky. But in the meantime, she needs to find her dig. So she's going to hide once, search 3 times, try to find this, get this out of the way. Done. Our wizard. So I think the wizard's going to move to 2. So he's going to move to the valley, move, valley 2. And then we're going to rest twice. And that's his day. And the Witch King is reasonably not impressed by what he's seen so far on the board. So I think we're going to head 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're heading back to Ruins 5. Move, Ruins 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to... so we have our fly chip. We can just get away if we have to. We have Melt into Mist. We can just get away if we have to. I think what we're doing is we're heading back over here, and we are going to potentially chase the crag. Since he has to get to the crag anyway, I think that's where he's heading. We can use Melt into Mist a day to just walk that path if we need to. So we're heading back there. So I think we're good. I think we have day 4s for everyone, and we do. Let's roll it. Three. Ooh, goblins. That stinks. That's a bad one for most of our characters. The Witch King is first. And he, with his super bold move there, that's great, but he's going to drag goblins onto the board. On him, actually. And he is done. The Woods Girl, and they're blocked, so they're not even going to leave him. They're stuck on him. So she is hiding once, and she fails it. So she is unhidden, and she is searching 3 times. She finds nothing, I think, because the dig is a locate. Yep, as a or a treasure site. So that's a fail. 1, 2. That's a success. So she is going to find 2 things. She can mark the altar off of her thing, and she finds the archaeological dig. You get 5 gold and a small treasure, right? Yeah, small treasure. So she finds and she scores. So dig site. She scores a fame. She scores 5 gold to go with her 10 to start the game. And she picks a small treasure from the deck. And as I explain every time, Ointment of Bite weapon hits even if it is equals maneuver time. That is not so useful for her. I don't care if there's duplicates on these treasures. That's just sort of how we're going to roll. So her dig is done. Those goblins are prowling, but they're blocked. She gets Diplomat Ogres. So she meets ogres and she can disperse them and get one as a follower. Not the best follower for her. But you know, so that was her 3rd search. So I think she is done. The captain, he's moving here. Now, is he hidden when he does it? That's the question. He is. Let's see what's up here. Bones and the vault in 3. Okay, I mean, that's intriguing, again. And then our wizard moves 2, and then he executes some rest act. So we're going to rest. We're going to rest this guy. And we're going to rest that guy. And we are done. I think no one's got anything but for the Witch King. So the Witch King has these goblins. So his choices are to melt into mist or to fly. If he flies, I would probably fly here to the crag and land tomorrow in the crag. That's what I would probably do. That is going to burn Broomstick, and Broomstick is going to be valuable to us over the course of the game. Black magic is cheaper than purple magic, or purple magic's cheaper than black magic for us. So I think we're going to energize Melt into Mist, and he's going to melt, right? And it's interesting. So now these guys are not on our sheet. And so that's an interesting question. I do not know that path. I can use it if I missed it. Can I run that path if I melted in a mist? I'm gonna say sure. So I'm gonna run out of the. Well, no, I just came into this clearing today, right? So if I run, I have to go this way. I'm you know what? I'm gonna take that back then. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna burn the fly chit. So the fly chit is gone. I'm going to fly away, and I'm going to end up here between these two tiles, and that's our day. So tomorrow I'm going to land there and see where I end up in the crag. I don't think anybody else has anything for day 4. I think day 4 is done now. So let's write our day 5. We do have Navigator. So it might be worthwhile for the captain to hide once, search 3 times, try to find this path. Yeah. So that's the first thing. That's the captain's move. The Woods Girl. She has 4 treasures she can possibly loot. Let's hide and search 3 times, and let's loot this altar real quick while we're here. Done. The wizard. How are we feeling here? So what we need is for Flame Sword, we're going to need. So I'm going to rest. I'm going to spell. Now remember that the wizard does not have to burn an enchant phase. He just does what he does. So he's going to rest this guy. He's going to flip it. So that puts him back to full strength. He's going to move to the inn. Because that touches pub crawl. And then where is he heading? Then he heads back to 2. Then he is back to 2. So then he's heading, then he moves back to 2, and he is done. So that is his day. And the Witch King has to land. So we're going to land. So we're going to move in the crag. We're going to hide. We are going to rest. And rest. Done. There you go. That's an easy one. And good to go. So day 5 is ready to locked and loaded here. We roll the monster check, and it is 4. So giants and trolls, and captain is first. So the captain's going to hide. He fails, so he is not hidden. That's bad for our captain. And he does search 3 times, and he finds it on the first try. So he found 2-3 crag. Excuse me. I mean, who knows? He might be killed. Let's see. So Bones is going to drag a giant to him. Bones M. That's probably better than the alternative. And the Vault is going to drag the Tremendous Troll. So that's our captain's day, and he is done. Woods Girl is hiding. She does. And now she loots 3 times the altar. She gets a 2, so that gives her one of the 4 treasures in there. There's 2 cards. She's going to get the 4th card in the deck. Battle Bracelets. It's not the worst. Certainly not the best, but not the worst. Not quite her gig. Since she's not a meleeer, she almost always hits, so that's sort of not that helpful for her. But nonetheless, she has 3 more of these things to go. So that's 1 loot, 2 loots, 3rd treasure in the pile, so it's the 5th card in the pile now. Crypt of the Night. Return face up to the bottom. Follow the instructions in the setup chart. So we got the Crypt. Let's go look at the Crypt of the Night. Crypt of the Night. We use Lost Keys or Fatigue Tea. Yeah, we can't do that, so we're good for now. But we did find the Crypt of the Night. That's her 2nd loot phase. Our 3rd loot phase is going to be a little rough. She needs, she gets 6, so she is done. Nothing appears. Woods Girl is done. The Wizard has got a couple things going on here, right? He's going to arrest this guy. He flips it. He hits the inn, so we're going to mark it off of Pub Crawl. And then he moves exactly back to where he was. So it's a fun move. Oh, right, and the captain needs to turn his windfall in at some point. So we got to keep that in mind also. So he is done. Our Witch King is going to land. So random clearing. He lands in 1. Oof. The nice thing is he's going to mark that off the crag. Lands in 1. I think he's hiding, which he is going to hide. He does, and then he rests twice. So flip him, and then we pull both of these back, because we're going to need both of those at some point. However, the troll is prowling, and the Tremendous Troll goes here. So done. And we can't walk out of there, which sort of sucks. We have to hide. So that's our day. We have the captain for sure has to deal with this. He cannot kill a tremendous anything right now. The best he can do is a heavy, an unarmored heavy. So that's the curse of the short sword. So the captain is going to run. He can because the giant is a move of 5, I believe, right? 5. So the captain will play the move 4, and he runs out of the clearing to end the day for real. So we did get 1 navigator. We did. And the Witch King could really use to up his, get his quests out of the way too, because he has shit cards. So that's good to know. I think we need to get on a day 6. So day 6. Let's head back for the captain. So 1, 2, 3. And he's going to hide. So move 2, move 4, move. He's going to end up in ledges 3. Move, move, move. Ledges 3 and hide for certain. Done. So he is done there. And really, that's a dangerous spot because bats could take him out pretty easily. The Woods Girl's got some toys. They're not really anything she is going to need most days. So, okay. So what's her goal now? Cliff and ogres. Well, okay. Cliff we can get to. Cliff we can get to. 1, 2, 3 and hide, pretty much. So she's gonna actually go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 and hide. The reason is she gets 1 die here, whereas otherwise she gets 2 dice. So 3 and hide for the Woods Girl. Move, move, move. Ledges 3 and hide. And she is done. And the Witch King is sort of stuck here. And actually, what he should have done is run out of the clearing because nothing's on his sheet. So I think he's going to run out of the clearing. That way tomorrow he can move 4 and move to 6 and be done. He doesn't have to hide or anything. That's the key. So I think we have a day 6 ready for everybody. We need to roll this die. 3. More goblins. Okay. So we're going to move. Witch King is done. So that's easy. The wizard. Did we write the wizard? He's the one we didn't write. There you go. So let's back that up a little bit. I don't know how I didn't write him. Let's just back that up. I thought I checked too, and I didn't hit the 3 button. Okay, so that's fine. The wizard's going here, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna say 3, 4, and we're gonna rely on sleep if we need it. So we're gonna get to Cliff 6 for the wizard. That's our goal. Move, Cliff 6, done. Okay, so there you go. So that's what we're doing. Let's re-roll this just because, again, we had sort of a... so it's giants and trolls again. That's the Witch King sort of pissed. So the captain's heading here, and he's going to hide. And he blows it. And we get a roar here in the mountains. That's going to drag another giant onto the board. So that's that, and that is done. Captain is done. Woods Girl. 1, 2, 3. She's going to try to hide on 1 die. She does. So she is hidden. The giant comes and harasses these 2. So now we have a slightly interesting situation there. The Witch King is going to move, which is great, but the troll now follows him, as does the giant. So he's got 2 creatures to deal with there. And he is done. And then the wizard is going here. Stink might draw something. Stink M. Nope, Stink C. We would have drawn giants. But the Giants are done. They're out. We've run the Giants out of town. So now we've got a couple situations to deal with. Unfortunately, so the Witch King's going to melt into mist. And he sort of can't run out of this clearing because he just entered it. So he has to run this way. So he's not going to run. He's going to melt into mist and let combat end today. And tomorrow he has to hide. So this is where it gets a little dicey. Simply because of because of this strategy. This is not so he got 4 and 6, I think. Yeah. So 4 and 6 are crossed off, which is good for him. But yeah, so here we are. It's just the captain and the woods girl. I mean, I think the captain gets the dude. He's going to run out of the hex. So he is running. The woods girl is going to ambush snipe him. So effectively, so he's on the captain sheet. The captain leaves. He's on no one's sheet. She's going to play this chit and this chit. We'll put them right here to fire the bow. Doesn't really matter where it goes or even where this goes. But what does matter is this missile table. So he is tremendous. So she does medium, light, heavy damage. She needs a +1. So she needs a 2 or 1. She rolls a single die. As an archer, she needs a 2 or a 1. She rolls a 6, so that sucks. And does she fail in her ambush? She does not. So that's it. That's one round where nothing has happened. I think she's just going to fire again. I don't think that this giant kill is... Okay, you know what? We'll play. We'll play one more time, right? So this is round 2. So this is round 2. She needs to fatigue, and she's going to roll a 5, so that's going to not kill. And she does come out of ambush. So she is going to burn this fight chit and then run out of the clearing with her L4, and she is done. So not a good ambush for our gal here. And both our heroes were driven out of the clearing by the giant. And that is how day 6 ends. For day 7, there is white and black magic in every clearing. Monsters regenerate today. What are we doing? The captain has to move to 4 first, so we're going to do that. He has to move into 4, Valley 4. He has to move back into Ledges 3. But before that, he's going to hide. Does he hide twice into it? Sure. Done. He wants to be hid. The Woods Girl moves to Valley 4. She is going to hide. Well, sure, she's going to hide. She's going to rest once. This chit's not anything. And then she's going to move back into Ledges 3. Hopefully hidden. The Witch King has to hide. Hopefully. And then he's going to try to move to 3. And that's 3 of his phases. And then he's going to extra spell X, which is free one, and spell. So he's going to flip one of these to get more purple magic done. Funny part is, if he doesn't care about the vault, which maybe he doesn't, right? He doesn't care about the vault. So that would be sort of awesome. Yeah, maybe he just flips this tile. Probably might not be a bad idea. He burns one of these, so that, which stinks, don't get me wrong. He can get those back fairly easily. And then he just gets out of dodge, right? Sure. Let's roll with that. Okay. So it is day 7. Let's see what comes of day 7 here. I think we're good. Let's check this time. Oh, no, we still got embarrassing. The wizard. We keep forgetting the goddamn wizard. Sorry, old man. Sorry, I keep forgetting you. I think we're going to get to Borderland 3, or Borderland 2. So we're going to hide, move, BL2. Done. Okay, good. There you go. Now we're ready. Sorry. 2, serpents, demons. And we have the Woods Girl first, and that's the order. So she's going to go here and try to hide and come back. She fails, and she rests, right? She did rest, but she's going to fail right into the giant. But no serpents and demons appear, so she is done. The wizard ends up here, and he's going to try to hide, and he succeeds. And we got bones, so trolls effectively, and the horde in 6. Nothing appears, and we are done. The captain goes here. I think he's going to hide 2 times, and he does, and he ends up here. And then the Witch King is going to hide, and this is important. He does hide, so that's cool. He moves here. Then he's going to spell X and spell, and instead of getting his chit back, he's going to actually burn one, and he's going to flip the tile, permanently melting into mist. I think these all stay the same. Yeah, so done. And he is done. And I think everyone is done. And I don't think any serpents and demons appeared because we're not anywhere. Okay. Well, that is the end of the week. Not sort of weird week. A little bit of a weird week. If we look at the captain, he's got nothing. And you're like, well, man, he's really sucked a little bit. And the answer is, he's explored quite a bit. He's touched pretty much. He's been here, but there's not a ton for him anywhere. So that's sort of interesting. So I think he heads back, he gets his windfall, and then I think, sure, maybe it's time to hire your guard and get moving. And I would consider, because these guys have a T fight, they can open the vault for him. So I would bust the vault open with them and maybe try to loot the vault and get some cash. So I think that's the goal. We're going to try to score Navigator. We're going to get our Windfall. We're going to get 2 more cards. And then see where that takes us. Pretty much midweek 2, we should be ready to do that. The Woods Girl, couple treasures. Nothing really exciting for her yet. I think her cards are sort of crap right now. Explore the Cliff is the best one. I think she needs to probably get to that if she's going to continue on. Diplomat Ogres. I mean, we know where ogres can show. They can show down here, but ugh. So I think she's going to, on the way out, she's going to drop some cards, and so on. So I think that's her goal. Go through, hit the cliff, done. The wizard is on his way to pub crawl and bridge magic. So he's got 2 things he needs to do. So he can get this bridge, and then he can get the inn and... Oh, he has guardhouse and house. I marked the inn off. So sorry. Wrong thing. Done. So let's fix that. He's got to pop the inn, and he's got to pop the chapel. He's got to hit this bridge, which he can. And strangely enough, he might have taken the long way around. I don't know. But nonetheless, in the meantime, like I said, he hits this bridge. He then loops around, hits this bridge, finishes here. I'm going to say, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a day. So 1, 2, that's a day. 2 days. 3 days. So in 4 days, he ought to score his 3 points, assuming nothing goes wrong. So there you go. That's him. And he'll knock off 2 cards. That's also good. And then we'll see where he ends up. I'm predicting mid to end of week 2, he should have 3 points and some cards. The Witch King has almost explored the crags. He's knocked off 3. So he only has 2 and 5 left to do with Explore Crags. So that is good. He is on his way to score 2 points there. So not bad. He's now melted into mist, so he doesn't have to worry about anything. He just does it. If I am him, man, I would love to find that damn demon, because that's part of the plan. But we really haven't had much luck, have we? So, all right, well, we'll continue with that and see what goes. So I think we're going to head down here. Now, the problem with the altar is it's not his spells. He actually wants the shrine for the good spell. The other thing he needs to do is get to a dwelling just to below these cards. Because right now he's at a strict disadvantage with the cards that he has pulled. The other thing would be, I think, for him, is to get his fly chit back and then make a move on the board. The reason I'm hanging around here is I was hoping that this thing would pop while the Woods Girl was sitting there. Because I think that is a really good animated target. So that's it. Let's look at the scores real quick. That is the wrong thing. Let's go here. Scores. So currently all 0, but that's not entirely true. The captain is still at 0. The Woods Girl is at a 1, and she has gold. So I think that scores her 2 points right now, for a total of a temporary total of 3. The Wizard also has a point for completing the challenge, and he has the most prowess, also giving him 3. And finally, the Witch King is at 0. So our scores, though I don't think it was a terrible start, it seems a little sedate on the scoreboard. There was quite a bit of, and I should say that he has found one of these. So let's make sure we don't play the captain short here on his navigator. Because we have 2 characters that haven't scored. They've been mostly exploring and just sort of putzing around. I don't have a ton to say about it other than I think I'm interested to see week 2. So we will try to get that going here again this weekend. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. That's it, man. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.